Meditation Online, hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute, a project founded by Pema Khandro Rinpoche. During our season of practice, this meditation will be live streamed daily to our YouTube channel and Facebook page at the same time every day, 12 noon Pacific. You're welcome to join us anytime or every time. We're so happy to have you joining us. My name is Namkai. Today I will be the host, and Sarah will lead us in a calm abiding meditation practice for about 20 minutes. After the meditation practice, we're going to read one of the daily precepts so that we can integrate the study of ethics with meditation practice. And now I'm going to post a link in the chat for those of you who are joining on Zoom, which has everything you need to follow along with meditation practice today. That includes daily prayers and information about meditation, a link to all of the ethical precepts that we'll study at the end, and everything else you'll need. And for those of you who are on the live stream, either on YouTube or Facebook, that same link, the Buddhist Studies Institute Daily Meditation Resources link, is available underneath the video in the information box. So thank you everybody for being here today. I'm glad to have you. And now I will turn it over to Sarah, who will lead us in meditation practice.
Thank you, Namkai, and welcome everybody. Lovely to see you all. My name is Sarah, and I'm joining you from Byron Bay in Australia, and I am a certified meditation instructor with the Buddhist Studies Institute. I'm very pleased to be here with you today. So we'll get started today with the opening prayers. If you'd like to join me with hands at heart center. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, Yidam, and Khandro. I take refuge in the channels, winds, centers, and their nature, the bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the illusory reflections of the moon in water. Beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle. In order that they may find comfort and ease in the luminosity and all-pervading space of the true nature of their minds, I generate the immeasurable love, compassion, joy, and equanimity of the awakened mind, the heart of bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. And you can go ahead now and set up your 7-point meditation posture. So if you're sitting in a chair, just ensuring that your feet are flat on the ground, your shoulders are rolled back and down, your back is nice and tall and straight. If you're sitting on a cushion today, just ensuring that you're propped up, your hips are higher than your knees, just keeping that spine nice and tall and straight. The hands can be resting one on top of the other, thumbs touching, just lightly in the lap. Just tucking the chin slightly, which will elongate the back of the neck. And the gaze today is a couple of feet in front of you, just finding a spot for your eyes to rest, as if you're looking down the tip of the nose. We do keep the eyes open for this practice. And just finding a spot where you can rest your eyes. The belly is soft, broad across the collarbones. And just finding this comfortable seated position where we'll be for about 20 minutes. We'll be doing a calm, abiding meditation practice today. We'll start with a couple of longer exhalations. Just doubling the length of your exhale. Breathing out just a little bit further than you would normally at the end of your breath. And just one more breath like that. Doubling the length of the exhale. We'll just do a short body scan, starting at the feet. Just bringing the awareness into the feet, noticing the ankles. We'll just move the awareness up through the legs, the lower parts of the legs, shins and the calves. And just noticing any sensations in these body parts, noticing the knees and the upper parts of the legs, the thighs, the sit bones, the lower torso. Bringing the awareness to the lower back. Moving up the back body from the lower back to the mid back and the upper back. Noticing the space between the shoulder blades. Moving the awareness over the shoulders, down to the hands. And coming up from the hands to the wrists, noticing the forearms and the elbows, the upper arms. And moving the awareness down to the belly, and then coming up the front body, from the belly all the way up to the chest. Noticing the collarbones and the throat, the neck. Moving up the face, noticing the chin, the lips, the nose, the eyes, ears, up to the forehead. Noticing the sensations of the skin on your face. Moving the awareness to the back of the head, and then all the way up to the crown of the head. Now that we've synchronized body and mind, we can begin our practice. And just allowing your awareness to settle on the breath. You're noticing the inhalation, followed by the exhalation. We're just focusing on this natural, normal cycle of our own breath. The inhalation, followed by the exhalation. Not trying to make the breath happen or change it in any way. Just following the cycle of your own breath. And we'll be putting a little bit more attention on the out breath now. So for each exhalation, you'll count 1. So the first breath is 1, the next exhale is 2, and moving all the way up to 21. Once you get to 21 exhalations, we reverse the counting and come back down to 1. And you're noticing the rising breath as it comes in, and the falling breath as it goes out. And for each out breath, you'll be counting 1 and going all the way up to 21. And from 21, all the way back down to 1. And we'll continue in this way now together. If you lose track of the counting at any time, that's perfectly okay. As soon as you notice you've lost track or the mind has wandered off, just begin the counting again at 1. From 1 to 21 and back down again to 0. Continuing in this way now. Continue to direct and redirect the mind back onto the breath. Counting each exhalation from 1 to 21 and back down again to 0. Don't worry about how many times you may lose track of the counting. As soon as you notice your mind has wandered off, just gently redirect your attention and start the counting again at 1. If you find yourself getting tangled up in the breath at all, just take a couple of longer exhalations and relax. And then begin the counting again at 1. You can go ahead now and release the counting method. And we'll sit in formless meditation for a minute or two, noticing the body, noticing your mind. Allowing your awareness to become pervasive. There's nothing in particular you need to do. Just noticing this open, spacious presence, which is always right here. And just taking a couple of longer exhalations, doubling the length of the exhale. Just breathing out a little bit further than you would normally at the end of that exhale. And we'll close out today's practice with a short dedication. If you'd like to join me with hands at heart center. May the teachings of the Buddha spread and flourish. May all sentient beings be happy and joyful. May we practice the Dharma day and night. May the benefits for self and others be fully accomplished. And we bow our head. Thank you for joining me in meditation today. I'd like to welcome our host Namkai back to the screen.
Thank you, Sarah, for that very peaceful meditation. And now I will read one of the 5 basic Buddhist precepts. Today I will read precept number 5, avoiding loss of awareness. In Tibetan, the translation is abandon the demented state. I embrace the radical sobriety of the unaltered state, and I give myself over to naturally intoxicated appreciation of the phenomenal world. I avoid deliberate loss of awareness through substance use or abuse. I avoid mindless consumption of anything. I avoid spiritual delusions that put me out of touch with common sense, morality, and shared experiences of conventional reality. I apply renunciation where necessary. I avoid what clouds my mind and adhere to diet, drinks, and medicines which bring forth pristine presence, sanity, compassionate awareness for my body, mind, family, community, and my society. Thanks again, Sarah, for leading us in meditation today. Thank you, everybody, for being here to practice. I'm going to post 2 links in the chat for those of you on Zoom. DakiniMountain.org. That's our retreat center in California. If you'd like to make a donation, you're welcome to do so there. It's very much appreciated to our ongoing fundraising effort. And the Buddhist Studies Institute.org, which has information about our upcoming programs. The new calendar should be coming out very shortly for the new year, as well as ongoing programs and information about us as an organization in Pema Khandro Rinpoche. This meditation happens daily online with certified meditation instructors of the Buddhist Studies Institute. You're welcome to attend any day and every day. And I will now end the live stream for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, and we will go into our members only time for those of you on Zoom. Thank you very much, everybody.